All right, folks. Thanks for checking out the video. I bring to you today more depravity as we kick off so-called Pride Month. So from Fox News here, it says, fashion magazine cover featuring pregnant transgender man sparks outrage. Could not sink any lower. Transgender author declares, I'm a pregnant trans man and I too exist. Okay, so it says a topless pregnant transgender man featured on the cover of Glamour UK's June issue ignited a fierce reaction from online critics Thursday. Author Logan Brown, a 27-year-old who was born female but now identifies as a transgender man, posed as the cover star of British Glamour Magazine's digital issue celebrating Pride Month in a painted-on suit, showcasing a large baby bump. Brown unexpectedly became pregnant with partner Bailey J. Mills, a non-binary drag performer, of course, in the UK. While taking a break from testosterone treatments due to health reasons, the fashion magazine said. The interview conducted by Glamour's Chloe Laws 2 weeks before Brown gave birth to a daughter details Brown's, quote, accidental pregnancy experience as a transgender man. In her introduction, Laws wrote that Brown and Mills were thrust into the spotlight after they were subjected to rampant transphobia from people online who repeatedly commented that men can't get pregnant on Brown's social media posts. So they didn't willingly put themselves out there, right? They were thrust into the spotlight. Okay. So here's the image here. So apparently this isn't actually a real suit. This is just paint here. Now this is a female. Obviously, she has short hair. Um, she's had some work done here, but this is still a female, regardless of how this person feels. Hence the pregnancy here, right? Because nothing says masculinity like being pregnant, right? Goes on to say, I've been brought up in a very close knit family, and so to bring a baby into the world in a queer relationship is the best feeling ever, Brown said in the interview. I feel like we'll be able to love and appreciate each other, and my daughter will be able to grow up knowing that she'll always be loved and accepted for whoever she is. And I think that's a really important thing for her to be around. Well, it'd be very interesting to see if that daughter would be loved and accepted if she happened to be, I don't know, conservative, rational. Brown, who is writing a children's book called My Daddy's Belly, The Miracle of Male Birth, describes suffering from really bad mental health issues as a child. After coming out as lesbian, Brown wanted to explore an identity of being trans and now identifies as queer. Brown was on a break from testosterone treatments but had this weird feeling about the possibility of being pregnant. I took a pregnancy test and it was positive. It was like my whole world just stopped. That everything, all my manlyhood that I've worked hard for so long, just completely felt like it was erased, Brown said. Well, because you never were a man to begin with. You're out there, engaging in these activities as a female. Couldn't get pregnant if you weren't a female. It was really hard because how do you tell your partner, oh, I'm pregnant, but oh, I'm also your boyfriend as well, Brown added. The reaction was mixed emotions for both of us. I spent so much time feeling shame and being hard on myself until I thought, you can enjoy this process or make it really difficult for yourself. I'm a pregnant man, and we're very lucky, and I'm proud to do what we're doing. Brown documented the pregnancy journey on a blog and social media. The Glamour cover model told Laws about receiving support from the LGBTQ community, but not being surprised by the negative reaction online because obviously this is not a usual, everyday thing. But Brown declared, we're real living people, and at the end of the day, I am a trans pregnant man and I do exist. No matter what anyone says, I am literally living proof. So she's not figuratively living proof, she's literally living proof, right? The interview and especially the images ignited a strong reaction online, with some calling for a Bud Light style boycott and others slamming the language of the interview, calling out phrases like, he gave birth. Former trans influencer and detransition activist Ollie London tweeted, Just when you thought woke companies could not sink any lower, Glamour UK magazine has featured this pregnant man on the cover to kick off Pride Month. Time to Bud Light Glamour Mag UK. And you see another image here of this individual. You can see they have the signature scar all across their chest. They're still a female. Breitbart reporter Wendell Hughesbow called to feature an extreme example of the West's rapid decline. So, a pregnant straight woman for Glamour UK's Pride Month cover. That makes complete sense these days. Pride Month has become a competition amongst trans panders to see who can most completely lose the plot about what Pride was created to commemorate and celebrate. Gay rights activist Fred Sargent tweeted. Piers Morgan reacted, living proof of what? Logan's a biological female who got pregnant, as hundreds of millions of biological females do each year. Why are you presenting this as a man getting pregnant, which is biologically impossible? Author Helen Joyce responded, every single baby ever born was gestated within a woman's body, but there's only one way to get on the cover of a magazine for performing this everyday miracle. Hey, look, a pregnant woman with an elective mastectomy who can't breastfeed her child because she's cosplaying as a man, conservative influencer Classically Abby wrote. Senator Josh Hawley's communications director Abigail Monroe tweeted out a photo of Brown's forthcoming book. A biological woman is pregnant but thinks she's a man and wrote this book. The elites and media clap like seals promoting it. Is no one brave enough to pause and say, wait, this is insane, she wrote. And you can see the book here. This pregnant person here looks nothing like this person. To answer the question, what is a woman? I think we first need to understand a woman can be a man who is no longer a woman but can get pregnant like a woman but is a man. Author Dr. Deborah Fauché tweeted sarcastically along with a Glamour UK TikTok video featuring Brown. Deborah Joseph, Glamour's European editorial director, said in a statement obtained by The Intercept, when we first met Logan and heard his incredible story, we were blown away by his strength and courage. We knew he would be the perfect cover star for our June Pride issue as a shining example of empowerment, inclusivity, and equality. Logan and his partner Bailey bringing their beautiful baby into the world is a story of love and acceptance, Joseph added, things that we are sadly often reminded that the world could use a little more of. The fashion magazine wrote in the introduction that the Pride issue focuses on the allyship that exists between women, cisgender or not, and transgender people through our shared experiences, in particular, pregnancy, healthcare, and childbirth, something that is not often talked about with regard to the transgender community. So, what do you say? Just another example of the mainstream press promoting depravity. Um, I mean, how many people genuinely look at this and say, "Oh yeah, that's a pregnant man"? No, if you're pregnant, you're a woman. I see this and I see the global elite pushing this. The global elite wants you to be gay. They want you to be transgender. They don't really want you to have kids. So that's a little wrinkle in this story. Um, but of course, they're not a normal family. So that kind of family is okay. But if you're a normal man and woman and you get married and you stay married and you have a family, that's weird. This is completely normal. This is to be celebrated. We don't want to celebrate, man, woman, and child. That's weird. That's weird. So let me know what you all think. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.